Oh, it wasn't in sports?
No, you're just in drive.
What?
I think violent is the word.
Yeah, we said we let it go. Who am I to let you down, down,
How are you guys doing today? Well, today is gonna be a golden day because we are finally in James's golden. Now, what did I say? F-Type.
Jaguar XK-RS.
Okay, so what's the correct way to say it? Is it Jaguar or
yes, Jaguar?
Or Jaguar.
Depends on what side of the ocean you're on. Jaguar.
Awesome. They actually don't make this car anymore, right?
No, it was. The XKR-S was manufactured between 2012 and 2015.
Okay, it's pretty cool. So let him tell you all the Jaguars he's had. Okay, start.
All right, I've had a 2008 Jaguar XK, a 2011 Jaguar XKR, and then this car here is a 2012 XKR-S.
Oh my goodness.
And I think there are about 900 in production.
900.
In the world.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah.
The first thing you notice when you get into this car is just the amount of length of oh my gosh, it feels so long. Oh my gosh. That was literally like half throttle. I think less than half. It has 550 horsepower.
Yep. Yeah, the XK was the base model, and it came with, in 2008, it came with a 4.2 liter naturally aspirated engine that had 300 horsepower. I bought that, loved it until I took it to Cars and Coffee and parked it next to an XKR. And I was, well, I gotta have one of those. So because the XKR is 510 horsepower.
Oh my, so the XKR was supercharged.
Right, yeah, I loved it until I showed up at the Cars and Coffee and somebody showed up with an XKR-S.
Oh my gosh.
So I gotta have one of those. So I hope I'm done. So the XKR-S, this is a 2012 XKR-S. It has 550 horsepower, 510 pound-foot of torque.
That is crazy. How much does this car weigh? Like 4,000 pounds?
About 4,000 pounds.
Oh my goodness. The only thing you get, according to that dude in blue, is a lot of miles per gallon. Like it's... Yeah, so what do you think about the F-Type comparing it to this one?
I think it's a faster, better handling, probably better daily car than this one. I've just always been a GT guy.
This car, the XKR-S, just looks like it's just like a bodybuilder with like muscles everywhere.
That's the way to explain it. That sounds awesome. I dig it.
Oh, that exhaust. Oh my goodness. So what is your favorite thing about the XK-RS?
The exhaust.
Oh yeah,
it's awesome. I just like I said, I always start it with the door open. I constantly drive with the windows down.
Yeah.
I almost never use the radio because I just love to hear the sound.
Oh, it sounds so good, so good. And the visibility is actually not bad. You can almost not see anything from this pillar side, like where your face is.
This is a pillar. This pillar right here. The difference between this and the XKR is it's actually got a tighter steering rack. It's wider, lower, definitely has a lot more aero on it.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
It looks mean, and it's different exhaust. So there's a lot more going on that made it more of a track performance car, which ironically it's not because it's horrible on the track.
Yeah.
But it's the way I love it. The car has a tremendous amount of character. It's it's demanding to drive, even with the traction control on. It's very easy to lose the rear end on it.
It's funny because you actually don't hear any supercharger whine. Like, I haven't heard, I don't know how they did this, but you just can't really hear any supercharger whine. Just the sound, I think the exhaust as well is actually my favorite thing about this car. Oh.
What I like about it, it's supercharged, and so you get the torque all the way through.
Yeah, the
power band.
The power band is just.
Yep, it's from the beginning to the end. It's pulling.
Gosh.
I'm gonna put it in sport.
Oh, it wasn't in sports?
No, you're just in drive.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Drive mode, it's a quieter, but when you put it in dynamic, then it does
so good.
It does open up, opens up the exhaust, and it's definitely a different car with the dynamic mode on it.
The throttle response is amazing. Like, again, because it's supercharged. If it was turbocharged, you probably notice a little bit. Like the Alpha 4C that I drove before, the power comes in around 3,000 RPM, so that's when you feel the surge. But this you could just feel all of that 500 horsepower, 550 horsepower, just giving you a kick in the head.
And even with the traction control on, if you're driving it dynamic in sport mode, it's not a safe car to drive. I mean, I'll say it, I'm just in a regular getting off an exit ramp onto the interstate.
Yeah.
I've lost the rear end on it.
Oh
and
my
had to
gosh.
do some pretty serious corrections. And my wife had to pick the carry-out stuff off of the floorboard. Yeah, it's not about the 0 to 60 time, and it's not about. It doesn't handle that great, in my opinion. It's kind of heavy. It handles like a GT car.
Yeah, it's like almost as heavy as the Hellcat, the Challenger. Oh, speaking of Challenger, we literally just saw one. If you're thinking of getting the car, the interior is pretty cool. There's carbon fiber like on the doors. What do they call these things? Door seals? Door
panels, I guess.
Yeah. We're not professional.
It's got carbon fiber inlays on the doors, on the seats.
Yeah.
The XKR-S it's a 2+2. The rear seats are completely useless.
Yeah.
I
think we're gonna try to get into the rear seats, and it'll be really funny. To get access to the back seat, you have to. The controls are over here. It's pretty cool because there's so many ways you can adjust this thing. Oh my gosh.
18.
That is crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh.
Well, we did get in there. See,
what
no
is
problem.
this?
I have no way I'm saying it.
Yeah, this is suicide. This is not
You'll need to take your legs off, sir.
Oh my head cannot even, my head can't even, it's this is so funny.
There you go.
What is this? Thank you. Oh my goodness. I think I'm
probably
stuck.
The first time anybody's in there.
I think I'm stuck.
That doesn't mean you can keep it.
Oh gosh, that was in 4th gear. There, let me see. Okay, let's go to 5 and see how much torque. Yeah, there's torque in literally. It's a okay. So this is a 6-speed automatic transmission. It's not dual clutch.
No.
And so, but the speeds, the gear changes are actually fast. They're not slow at all. Yeah, they're pretty much immediate. And there's torque in each gear. Like, this is gear 5 now, and once you I'm not gonna do it because there's a car in front of me, but once you stomp on the gas pedal, you can feel the car just pushing you forward. Look at that. No, that was in 3. Oh, my camera. I need to tighten this thing. Gosh. You can just hear the sound. Oh. And there's just so much torque just ready to go. Oh my goodness.
I have wanted a Jaguar since I was 16 years old.
Are you serious?
Yeah, my brother had a friend in the band that his dad was an orthodontist and collected Jaguar E-types.
Wow.
And so he used to drive a 1972 Jaguar E-type 2+2.
Oh my god.
To school.
to school.
Yep. And my brother and I would see it out there, and I said at the time, it's, you know, I'm gonna work, and one of these days I'm gonna get one.
That's so awesome.
And so it's always been in the
And
back
you had
of
3.
4.
Oh no, yeah, 4, yeah, yeah.
I do have I bought the identical E-Type except for color that we saw back in high school.
Yeah. Oh, gosh, it sounds so good. You guys just have
something
no
to keep
idea.
in mind though is it's loud, but it's loud outside. This car is
Oh my goodness,
comparatively
yes.
tight. It really does insulate the noise too well in my opinion.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like normally you would expect pop-ups. You were like, oh, another one. That was so cool. But yeah, it's really cool because in my 370Z, if you drive my 370Z, you'll find that they didn't put enough insulation, and so you hear a lot of wind noise. But this literally sounds like it drives like a luxury car. In fact, it is kind of that's like a luxury car. And I'll say this is actually, if you don't want something that is not American and that has a lot of horsepower, that's pretty much like a British alternative to the Camaro. That's what I'll probably say this is.
Yeah, an English Camaro.
Yeah.
Ya todos los valientes tienen corrido